Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I wonder if I need to lower the game sound a little bit. I'm trying to talk in a weird way. I wonder if that's not going to be too quiet. You know what? We're going to try it because I'd rather just not have this episode completely fudge up. So I think we played as Lazarus in our last round. I'm not sure. I've been away for a day. I've been dealing with computer problems. We're going to play as Eden regardless. Nobody ever complains about Eden runs. We got the cancer item VHN3 MVX0, Guppy's head. Awful lot of HP. Most of that is as a result of that cancer pickup. But also starting with 3 regular HP is pretty amazing as well. This should be an extraordinarily winnable run. So this is, you know, if you're following the saga of Northern Lion's computer woes, my lovely wife Kate, while I was away at a preview event, fixed the issues to some extent. We still have the old graphics card in this computer, which is a necessity because we still got the artifact. But my computer was blue screening and then sometimes hard crashing during the blue screen. Okay, what's up with that? Turns out that the water cooling that we bought has now crapped out on us, so the processor got to like 90 degrees Celsius in a minute or two. We fixed that, we got a new cooler on it, and now that allows us to troubleshoot our graphical issues, hopefully whenever possible, because instead of just failing before we can even load to the BIOS, we actually managed to get the whole thing going for, like we can actually turn the computer on and do stuff with it, which is cool, you know? It's a little bit of a load off my mind. It's looking a little framey, I've noticed, but that's to be expected considering we're running this on a 3-year-old graphics card. And we do incrementally keep taking steps towards actually getting a working machine, and I slowly find myself coming out of the miasma that is the despair that I've been living in while waiting for this stuff to get fixed. I'm not really waiting, that implies we're just passively sitting here. We've been spending like every night, hours and hours, troubleshooting with it. Big shout out to Rumble Muffin, a member of the community. It feels weird saying that because he's like a person. He's not just a member of the community, you know, he's got his own life as well. But he's been donating a lot of time to helping us with this issue, and his troubleshooting support, without it, we wouldn't have been able to at least start to get some momentum on these problems without solving them. So he deserves a proper shout out, even though I don't think that he may have ever actually wanted or asked for one. He deserves it regardless. Alright, Cellar 2, Robo Baby 2.0. Which, the only reason I like this right now is because of bullshit rooms like this where I really don't want to find myself running into too much trouble. I did kind of, like, fight the haunt willy-nilly, like, it doesn't matter to me at all. Or it didn't matter to me at all how aggressively I was doing so, because, I was pretty confident we'd have enough HP to survive, considering we have, what, like, 8.5? 7.5 right now? Very, very good for the first floor. That's not a Skype message, just occasional framiness. Dude, I'm gonna take it right now. I'm okay with occasional framiness over, Mr. Green Man showing up or the computer not booting the BIOS and getting hot enough to fry a fucking egg on, as soon as you push the power button. Oh, what a nightmare. I am just gonna buy, like, a fucking Alienware next time. I got nothing against Alienware. I know it sounds like I meant that as an insult. Yeah, I'm just gonna buy a pre-build next time, or at least, I don't know. Hopefully I never have to buy a new computer. Hopefully this thing just ends up being great forever. I know that that's not how technology works, but a man can dream right now, right? A man can dream. We're gonna be at 4 cents. We could probably get to 5 if we wanted to. Buy a bomb from our shop, crack open that tinted rock, but to be honest with you, I'm not really that motivated to do that. We already have so many spirit hearts. Yes, it would be good to get small rock. If we had a bomb, I would absolutely use it on the spirit heart, generator, the tinted rock over there. But we don't have a bomb, so, it's like, yeah, I'm hungry, but am I hungry enough to go to the grocery store and buy food and make it when I could just, like, sit here and be hungry? I'm gonna take all 3 of these. That's probably obvious. I'm not gonna stick with the razor blade forever, but we might as well take it and get it out of the pool, because we're gonna take the other 2 items anyway. And thank you, Mr. Greenman, because this is gonna be a stellar run. This is gonna be an easy run unless I, like, royally destroy it somehow. Robo Baby 2.0, thanks for your support. Your services are no longer necessary, though. We are gonna mom's knife and packed our way through the game here. Terrible damage on my part. Also, big ups. I bet I didn't go to the secret, or I bet I didn't go to the item room on the last floor, now that I think about it. We don't want the bean. It has the same recharge time as Guppy's head, and sadly, is just substantially worse in terms of its actual damage. Especially considering we have Mom's Knife. I don't think the bean scales with damage, but that's one theoretical idea, I guess, to rebalance it if you ever wanted to make the bean better, but as I always say, I kind of resist the notion that every item in Rebirth needs to be balanced against every other item in Rebirth. I kind of think that, you know, it's good for the game to have some really shitty items and some really overpowered items, so that you can have some runs that are really shitty and some runs that are really overpowered and still have to, you know, triumph against all odds. Otherwise, it's just like, hey, I got this item, it's a 6 out of 10. Let's throw it in with all the other 6 out of 10 items. You know, you're like Libraing the whole game. No deal with the devil. You know what? I mean, we've already been to our item room. Why don't we just head down to the next floor? I'm feeling really good about our current situation. Not that I have any reason not to, but I kind of feel like, why not, you know, take the bull by the horns here and embrace the relative strength of this run already. I always forget you can't push bombs effectively after you have Mom's Knife. For whatever reason. Are you a wizard? Range down. Not the worst thing in the world. You don't really want those range downgrades with Mom's Knife, but you can counteract it. I don't even know, now that I think of it, if range downgrades with Mom's Knife do anything at all. I mean, one would think that they would lower the range, but isn't the range of Mom's Knife, like, directly correlated with the tier stat? The longer you hold it down, the longer it'll go. Maybe it kind of nerfs the maximum range? I don't know. Life goes on, man. And I think our life is going to go on for probably like 21 minutes, and then we should win this run. And this is a really nice kind of lead-in. I'm not taking Isaac's heart. It shows up all the damn time now. Oh, what did we get there? 2 spirit hearts. It shows up so often. If I had maybe like a much, much greater speed stat, I might consider taking it. But we are a little slow right now, and I hate it. So there's like, there's a few things working against it right now. Probably one of the first instances of our range downgrade actually hurting us there. Didn't allow us to open up that TNT barrel, which would have made things substantially simpler. Possibly can get something from our shop on this floor now that we have that bomb. I would love Hive Mind, actually. Hive Mind would be great. We're already doing a ton of damage with our knife flies, which is like a great name for the backing band of a punk singer. I mean, I know it's a punk band, but you know, it's always like Joan Jett and the Jets or something. That doesn't really make any sense at all. I think I might be confusing punk music with West Side Story. If you could just, thank you. All right. More than enough keys to at least take a gamble on this, and I don't think we want any of it. Battery with Guppy's head is pretty useless. Good for, like, future items, but we may never replace Guppy's head. Or rather, we may never want to replace Guppy's head, honestly. Like, it's a totally viable late-game spacebar item. It's not my favorite late-game spacebar item. A lot of people like it a little bit more than I do, but it's definitely good enough. It's not like you're rolling with absolute horseshit. And if you're saying, and you know, NL, you're taking a lot of dumb damage here, you're not wrong. I don't dispute this. That's okay. However, we will take that. Sorry, Guppy's head. We didn't get Hive Mind, so instead I'm going to replace you with something that allows me to actually get some HP back in Satanic Bible here. But you're not wrong, but we also now have Satanic Bible, but combined with that, even beforehand, we had the Cancer Trinket, so it was, or the Cancer Item, sorry. Cancer Trinket wouldn't help us maybe as much, but we're going to take half damage after we get hit once on every single room, but in particular, that becomes really valuable once you get down to the wound, so I'm not really concerned about our HP, actually. Even if I take some dumb damage, which I don't want to, you know, come through this with, like, the full, you know, grade 10 English dictionary definition of hubris, Macbeth style, but I'm pretty sure that we should be unkillable barring a monumental collapse. That'll be more HP, and we're not attached to the idea of not having permanent Polaroid or of having permanent Polaroid invincibility just yet, so you can totally take this for now. And we should be good to go. Yeah, especially if this item room gives us, like, more stats. Like, speed and range would be awesome if we can get, like, growth hormones or something like that. Scapular is also good. You've been blessed by the appearance of Mr. Green Man. Say thank you, Mr. Green Man, and be haunted by weird video artifacts for the rest of your natural recording career. Thank you, Mr. Green Man. Okay. Now we would be totally justified in going to the shop on this floor too. Why not take the strength card? Well, I'll let the rest of the class answer that one. Probably it's an easy answer. We have a lot of time. We're like way ahead of schedule for boss rush. So it seems sensible to take a teleport card with us. So that in the future, we might be able to swing it. Get out of boss rush for free is what I mean by swing it. I was just trying to avoid, I take so much damage on these rooms in stupid situations. I really should not be cracking these guys anymore, because there's still some of them that are left alive. There we go. Stars, Devil, 2 of Diamonds will just pop right now. Judgment, I'll throw it down. Volcano, I'll use. What if we can get 4 out of this? Oh, we got probably Dry Baby? Yeah. This has been a really good haul on this room, actually. And if this guy could just give me maybe an HP upgrade or some kind of mapping item, that would be even better. Mom's Bottle of Pills into Bad Gas. So a pretty subpar finish there, but prior to that, I was pretty excited about the way that this was actually going. Alright, let's hope for another deal with the devil here. That is pretty much precisely what I was hoping for. Just baited him into an early shot and then moved to the side. We did get another deal with the devil. Jesus Juice is okay. And unfortunately, Krampus provides us with, like, nothing of actual benefit. Except some practice with Robo Baby 2.0. And we get Head of Krampus. Not as good as Satanic Bible. Both of them great names for schlocky, like, B horror movies. That's Mom's Bottle of Pills. I'll take a little look around here to try to find a shop. I'm not 100% concerned about it. That's okay. It's not like a pressing matter for us. It's so far away. What I want to do is check and see if there's like Black Candle. Might be saying that's oddly specific, but I really don't want Curse of the Blind on the next floor because I'm definitely going to be able to do boss rush. So I'm gonna skip out on this a little bit. I know this is going to annoy some people, but it's okay. And other people are probably asking, hey, why were you away yesterday? Well, I can't. It fucking is Curse of the Blind. That doesn't mean that we would have prevented it, by the way, if we had just gone to the shop. But it does mean that we could have, I'll admit. There's a chance it could have been in there. I can't show footage from the event for a while, but I can talk about, what I was seeing, at least. I was seeing Battleborn, 2K's new first-person shooter, combined with its gearbox as well, so it's kind of like, got a Borderlands-y like loot system. It's got some MOBA-y elements as well. There are a lot of other streamers, and I'm just gonna teleport now, because I don't care about boss rush if I can't, oh, weird. I don't know how this affects it, but I don't really care about boss rush if we don't know what the items are. Maybe it doesn't affect it at all? Maybe it makes it better, I don't know. But yeah, footage from that will be up on the 27th. What did I think about it? I can't tell you that until the footage. This is an embargo. They're gonna send me to legal prison if I told you anything about it. So I did sign an NDA. You know what the problem with this industry is? I think we care too much about NDAs and too little about NWA. Am I right, people? That's not really true. They are respected as some of the progenitors of the gangster rap genre. Hip-hop royalty. I kind of do want to just go really fast here, but we've got so much time. I would have to be as large of an idiot as I know that I am in order to not at least take a look for the shop. Maybe we'll fight greed, maybe we won't. But we might as well take the opportunity to try at least. And oh, hey, see Northern Lion? That's why you backtrack. If you hadn't backtracked, you might not have gotten Ghost Baby. Ghost Baby, a huge predictor of your success. Congratulations. That pretty much seals the deal right there. We do have Scapular. We do have the cancer item, so I'm still not overly perturbed by our relative lack of HP right now. Wouldn't dislike a slight improvement in that regard, though. I can't believe we actually hit that guy there. But we shouldn't really be suffering too much, considering that we also have Satanic Bible to go along with it. There's so many shop items. That was really dumb of me. There's so many shop items that could sell this run very, very easily. Like, turn it into a pretty much 100% one run. 9 volt would help a lot. Nun's Habit combined with that Blood Bank could set us up with full HP for the womb. Don't really want to do this room, to be honest with you. Of course, the one time I go to the shop, or I want to go to the shop, it's 500 years away, which is, you know, my own fault. I could have gone to earlier shops, but instead, now I got all this money left over from being lazy earlier. What a cautionary tale. Be lazy, and you'll get a lot of money and have to take 10 seconds out of your day to go buy something. Life sucks. Got all this money, I don't know what to do with. You guys see that? You probably did not see it. Well, maybe you did if you were on Reddit. Have you heard of this site? It's a big site, apparently, this Reddit site. It's like a newspaper for the internet. I really think this internet thing could take off. You guys heard of this thing, fire? Yeah, apparently it's like a combustion reaction that, you know, produces heat and light. I think it could really be a transformative thing for the human race. You guys heard of this thing, metabolism? Yeah, it's messed up. You, let's see what this is. Deck of cards. Yeah, it was worth it. We'll get a free item out of it. Mom's coin purse. 3 speed downs and a balls of steel. Like, arguably almost worth it. Yeah, okay. We will just buy that and get our extra spirit heart out of it, and then we'll probably just buy the extra spirit heart, I guess, and not donate anything, and that's okay. But yeah, there was the video of Jennifer Aniston's Emirates Airlines commercial where she, like, goes up to the flight attendants in her bathrobe and is like, "Excuse me, where's the shower?" And then this is meant to be like a North American airline, because they don't have any service, right? And they're like, "Shower? We got wet towels and peanuts," and then they're just like laughing. "Oh, fuck you." And then it shows her on like an Emirates airplane, which is the name of an airline, obviously. And then it's she's like taking a shower and, you know, getting a drink at the cocktail bar. The YouTube comments for that are really good. As someone who flew yesterday, it was only like an hour-and-a-half flight both ways, so it's not like a serious flight or anything like that. It's really funny. Never in my life, maybe I'm just not turbo rich enough to justify it. Oh, we'll try it. Little Brimstone, Judas' Shadow. Good, respawn ability can help me here. I'm thinking bottom left. No, top left. Top left. Monster Manual? Oh, the crab juice. That was terrible. But I've never, when I fly, I just open my laptop, watch a movie, you know, play some Isaac, do some programming, whatever I gotta do. The time just flies by. When I'm flying, I've never wanted to, like, be at a cocktail bar or take a shower. I guess I could see the shower. Sleep, yeah, you know, the full first class things with the fold down beds or the lay flat beds. I imagine those are pretty sweet. If I was paying the literal $25,000 first class cost for that, I might consider that is probably the biggest perk. That and on-demand champagne fountains in every single room. But the YouTube comments on that trailer, if you haven't seen it, I mean, it's like, I don't resent the commercial. It's basically just like, hey, if you're super rich, why not act like it? You know, there's something to be said about that, I guess. But this guy was like, the YouTube comments are good, I guess is what I'm trying to get. It's like your dad telling you a joke you read in an email forward. I recognize that it's not coming across that well right now. But like, he's like, yeah, I flew Emirates and they have the best golf course at 35,000 feet. It's alright. It's, you know, airline jokes. What's the deal with Emirates Airlines? The shower only lets you shower for 5 minutes. What am I supposed to get done in 5 minutes? I have to choose the most urgent area. Is that my hair? Is that my armpits? Or is it somewhere else? I don't know, that was like it started as Jerry Seinfeld, then it just went off the rails. 2014. Okay. Let's kill these guys and recognize that we are in like an extremely one run. What is it? Yeah, we're 16 minutes into this run. And it's pretty much over as long as we don't royally capitulate. I mean, we've been saying that for a great name for like a hospital that only services the British royal family. Royally capitulate? Maybe that, I don't know. Maybe it'll work. I'll talk to Emirates about it. Pretty flies, not bad. We don't really need the red hearts, so I'll stick with Monster Manuel, or Missing Page 2, I think. Even though I don't really know what it does. Or if it even does anything for us here, but neither would Child's Heart for that matter. You know what I was talking about. It doesn't matter. It really, oh, what I was gonna say is that we've been on the same, line of thought since the second floor. As long as we don't royally fuck it up, we're fine. In fact, we probably could make the argument that we've been in that position since we saw what we got on our Eden start. You know, a guppy item plus a lot of HP combined with a very good item is an incredible start. Like, that's nothing to sneeze at all. And we ended up not really pursuing the guppy dream to its logical conclusion, but it's ended up not really mattering either. Oh my god, you freaking idiot. Now you don't have a bomb with which to blow up. Oh, now you do. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about red chests. We're probably not gonna become guppy, and even if we did, guppy plus mom's knife is not, it's enough to be happy with, but it's not enough to get really excited over, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And for whatever reason, I actually seem to be playing, like, a lot better ever since we got down to the womb, and I'm happy about that, because I was making some pretty sloppy plays earlier. And I've had other stuff on my mind. I've had, you know, computer troubles, and, you know, do I use my mushroom juice to heal this guy, or do we go in for the full push? Stuff like that, but, that's this related to Battleborn, I guess. But, I want to make sure we can continue having some, you know, somewhat decent momentum. Oh, what the hell? I must have hit the button by accident. Well, was it worth losing a High Priestess and a Spirit Heart in order to pick up a second Pretty Fly? That is so strange of a trade that I honestly have no answer for it. I guess I'll say yes, just because psychologically I want to feel like I made the right decision. Still looking for, like, an Emperor card, but in the absence of an Emperor card, there is nothing really too wrong about just rolling with this Wheel of Fortune card as well. We'll get a free item on the chest, and we know we're gonna get to the chest. And what did I peg this run at? Like 21 minutes? Smart move. X-Lax. Smart move! Sherlock's X-Lax. I'm getting my 90s insults mixed up here. Those might be like 1890s insults. How long has X-Lax been around? The concept of a product that makes you shit really feels like it could be like an experimental tonic from like the snake oil days in the Wild West. Alright, great stuff. Here we go. Land your mom's knife shots. Nothing can stop us. We are doing this. We got a lot of damage actually as well. Jesus Juice, the Pact, mom's knife itself obviously. I think we started with decent damage as well. Our tears looked pretty big. And Curse of the Maze. Can't really slow us down too much. Dead Sea Scrolls. Mom's Bra. Oh, Sad Bombs is great. Guillotine is okay. Everything else, very, very hot garbage. Hotter than my CPU was when the cooling fans didn't work. I ate a parson. Okay. I don't know if we're going to be able to stick to that 21-minute threshold I originally suggested, especially having chosen the wrong direction here. I will say, with what we've got going on, especially permanent Polaroid invincibility, guillotine, mom's knife, I really don't expect to ever find ourselves in too much trouble. That being said, when I find myself in times of trouble, mommy's knife comfort me, singing words of wisdom, Polyphy. Polyphy, Polyphy, ooh, Polyphy, Polyphy. Please give me a chest with Polyphy, or Proptosis would also work, thank you. But it's up to you, really. Thanks for mom's knife as well. I don't want to seem ungrateful. Great stuff. We'll continue onward. Somebody in the comments of my HTC Vive Fantastic Contraption video asked for like a debriefing / impressions of using the HTC Vive after seeing the video. I agree that would be a smart thing to do, but I'm not going to do it because I'm a little lazy. Definitely do not want Tech 2. So instead, what I'm going to do is talk about it here. Speaking exclusively of the Vive, because, I mean, the only thing I've played on the Vive is Fantastic Contraption so far. The Vive is the first thing that I've used that has really made me believe in the power of virtual reality as, like, a game utility in the future, or a medium for games. You know, this is the first thing I've ever used with VR that made me understand why so many developers are, like, focusing on VR or leaving jobs with, like, established studios to be like, we're gonna start an experimental VR studio. Because as soon as I stepped inside of the Vive and started, well, you know, put it on my head, and started, like, messing around with those machines, I was like, oh, I am in this. Like, this is not, I'm wearing something that is tricking me. This is like, I am inside of this. Your brain, for all intents and purposes, blocks everything else out. And I did, you know, I've used the Oculus before. I've used some of the, like, weird 3D stuff on Samsung's phones as well. I don't want to sound like a total hipster about this, but, you know, me and my group of friends and acquaintances were some of the first people to play Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. The game, the viral sensation that's tearing it up right now, you know? We've been friends, or at least acquaintances, with one of the developers of the game, Ben Kane, for quite some time, because he, you know, watches our show, and he made DLC Quest, which we played before we knew him really on a personal level. So when we were at PAX East, like 2014, I guess it was, he's like, hey, I brought my game in, like, my suitcase, and we're gonna demo it in the hallway out here. And we played it for like an hour, and it was awesome. And, you know, that was my first experience with the Oculus, and I was like, this is cool. It's not transformative, but it's cool. And that now you can see why that was such, like, an important experience, now that everybody's playing the game and understands that it's fun as hell. That's our win. 22 minutes, my bad. But the Vive, I will say, is something worth getting excited about on a different level. I was like, this is not the Oculus where I'm wearing a world. This is like me being inside of the world. But anyway, thanks for watching. We'll be back with another episode, hopefully right after this one, like in a couple of hours maybe. For now, if you enjoyed the episode, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. See ya!